It's time for another Yap session. We need to have a conversation. But before we get started with that, there has been, much to my both surprise and dismay, a Stardew Valley update. And whilst I am experienced in the Stardew Valley environment, I figured it's a good time to get back into it. I have decided that I will be creating a new farm. Do I even have access to like my old stuff? Nothing. Dang, that's crazy. Dang, that's crazy. Okay, so we're gonna create a new farm. And for starters, it's a good time to let you know that for the umpth time, the world is not ending. I feel like we need to step away from the doom mentality for a little bit. I don't even remember any of these stuff. Riverland, beach farm. That is loud. Oh my God. I'm scared. No. What do we want to do? What's a farm I haven't played before? Most of them. Bluegrass that animals love. You start with 2 chickens. Look at all those chickens.
Look at all those chickens.
There's plenty of good land here, but beware at night the monsters come out. Wasn't there like a... I have questions. Anyways, it's been such a long time since I played this game. We're gonna be a girly girl. I like this. What hair do I want? I think we're just gonna go with whatever the longest is. Yeah, I like that. Hair color. Make me as old lady as possible. Eye color. We're gonna make our eyes red. I think that's good. Shirts. Pants. Do I wanna go full old lady and have like a dress looking kind of thing? Or do I wanna wear pants? Here's the thing though, it's rather unlikely that I will wear a skirt in my real life. But you know what? I'll do it for the plot. We're gonna do that. And then, what do I... Oh, this is the old lady special. I love this. We're doing this. Now, do I want a cat or a dog? I've never had a dog before in the game. Here's the problem with this is that I got a cat last time, but I would always forget to feed my cat. How do we name our farm? Our favorite thing is gonna be pizza, and the name of the farm is gonna be... Now the real question is, which one are we going for? The land is divided into 4 parcels, each its own perfect for a group. There's plenty of good land here, but beware at night the monsters come out. Should we go hard mode? Fun fact, Riverland was actually the very first kind of farm I had. Should we go hard mode? Let's go with this kind. I hope I don't regret this decision. These might all end up really, really bad. Really bad. But you know what? I think we'll be fine. Anyway, we have our 15 turnips. It's a little something to get you started, Mayor Louis. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Oh yeah, there you should. Cultivate and harvest parsnips and breed 2 people. I mean, 28 people. Breed 28 people? Look at all those people. I mean, I feel like if they're gonna spawn monsters, then shouldn't they have given me a sword or something to like defend myself with? I don't know. I feel like they should have given me something. In any case, I feel like one of the conversations that I was hoping we could start is the conversation of the fact that everybody just feels so hopeless these days. What's going on, you guys? It's not particularly uncommon for us to have to experience change as a civilization. Evolution is just speeding up because that is literally what it has always done. Now, do take all these information as like rough estimates because, well, I'm not Google. You're gonna have to Google this or whatever if you're looking for information accuracy. This is just me yapping in the mic. That being said, wait, can't I move? Whoa, what's going on? Okay, it appears that we are fine. We. In any case, evolution is speeding up because that is literally what it has always done. There is nothing more normal than that. I mean, do we remember? We had our classic sort of antique to medieval mechanical revolution, and that was like 1,000 years, and then we jumped straight from that into scientific evolution, and that was like probably around 200 years. And then if you look up history, it always keeps just going down from there. Its evolution is just faster every time something big and meaningful happens, right? We go from scientific to industrial, and that's 150 years more or less. And then You have your industrial to second industrial, or the industrial revolution, people call it, and I was like about 80 years, and then you go into nuclears and wait, why am I having trouble moving? What's going on, guys? I think my keyboard's running out of battery. Anyway, we have our second industrial to freaking nuclear and systems. That was like 75 years, give or take. Wait, is this 5? That's 1, 2, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, very well. So then after that, we go from nuclear to freaking digital. And that was like 30 years. And then digital to network / what you're seeing, right? With AI right now. And that's probably like about what, 10 years, 20 years, maybe more, maybe less. And so the point that I'm trying to drive with this is really that there is nothing more normal in existence than change, because that is all energy can ever do. And then there is nothing more normal in change than evolution, and its behavior has always been to speed up, right? And so I say all this to say, I'm not asking you to normalize the chaos. What I'm asking you to normalize is the probability of it, so that it doesn't affect you as bad as it does. And the reason for these particular, can I craft anything already? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I'm gonna put this here for maybe get to know people. Go get to know people, find people. Anyway, is there anything or anybody here? Nothing here. So there's value in remembering or keeping in mind that one of the reasons why, civilization as we know it isn't particularly working for some, not all, isn't particularly working is precisely because most of the robotic work that is done out there is done by humans, right? Our parents and grandparents, they did the repetitive tasks that we oftentimes claim make us miserable, but now have a possibility to be replaced by AI, which unfortunately the side effect of that is there's also a possibility that most of us will be jobless. And so it's very normal, very valid. Look at you. Hi. Hello, stranger. Oh, other stranger. Can I help you? Can't help you. You're gonna have to do that on your own, buddy. And so was the good news the fact that our parents and grandparents had jobs that they were being paid for? I guess yes, absolutely. What's the bad news though? Do you guys remember when we talked about me thinking that everything is dual in nature? Essentially what this means is that everything that has a good side effect also tends to have a bad side effect or impact another demographic in one way or another, right? Many would say, for example, that colonization brought technology to what colonizers had deemed civilizations of savages, right? And many would argue that this was a good thing. What wasn't a good thing is that, frankly, colonizers weren't all that evolved themselves. And then as a result, what did they do? They went about it a forceful way, and it negatively impacted these civilizations. Hey, Pierre, looking for seeds, yada, yada. Anyways, it negatively impacted these civilizations by means of, where is your wife? Not to be rude, but where's your wife? Not here, I guess. Great. Fantastic even. It negatively impacted those civilizations by means of stripping them from their culture and their language. And that wasn't very fun, right? Some of the civilizations still have not been able to recover from that. I say this as somebody who comes from one of those societies. And so in the case of us being what the? Huh? I saw you do that. Did you see that? What the? Anyways, hi, Penny. Hello. Is your mom in there? Okay, so not in here. Interesting. Does her mom even live there? Anyway, I go meet everybody else. And so the good news was that they were able to have a job. Oh, it's 4:30. I didn't even realize it got that late. Anyways, hi. Can I go in there? Hi. Hello. There's a book missing. Interesting. Why would you let me click that then? So good news is they had a job and they were being paid for it. The bad news is that they stepped so far away from their humanity or their human experience that we now have entire industries or fields of science that their entire function is to help you as a human heal from the pain that was a side effect of that lack of human experience that our parents and grandparents had. And so this is essentially bodily pain that these people didn't even know they gave you. And don't get me wrong, this is neglect and abuse aside. I know that plenty of us were abused and neglected, but in most cases, this could have just been not on purpose. I think in most cases, this was just a lack of awareness. And you can tell by the fact that even in trying to have these conversations with some of the people who are part of your life right now, we're still a lot of the times not succeeding in having these conversations with them, even though evolving past these limitations could potentially benefit them as well in their own human experience. And so, interesting. Can I even go in there or not anymore, I guess? You are the worst businesswoman. Anyways, I should probably go back home. Interesting points. At some point, I'm gonna have to clean all these up. I will also be soon running out of battery. I mean, out of energy. Wait, wasn't it supposed to give me that? Did I use the wrong tool? I haven't played this game in such a long time. I don't even know anymore. It's getting nighttime. Oh. Can I even attack you with this? Oh, this does nothing to you. Oh my god. Oh no, I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to sleep. I need a better weapon or something. I don't think we're gonna make it too far like this. Just got back from a fishing trip. You should come down to the beach. Oh, okay. It's the beach before 5 p.m. That's fine. I'll go. I'm quite familiar. First, let's tend to our crops. Bro, I even forgot what I was saying. Like, I have no idea what I was talking about. But in most cases, I think that one of the reasons why some of the people that we love, that love us, hurt us, was a lack of awareness of the way in which their actions were impacting us. And I think the reason why that awareness wasn't particularly very developed, it's because there wasn't really that much space to be a human, and also there wasn't as much availability of information, because the amount of data that we have in the books that we have right now sort of create or expand our capacity to observe bigger picture situation and the way in which we interact with the world. And of course, obviously, as a side effect of that, we can see how our actions have an impact in everyone else. It's kind of like a domino effect. So I really truly do believe that pattern recognition and expansion of awareness weren't really all that big in previous generations as it's compared to us, right? Yo, are you gonna share that? Oi there, miss. Howdy. Good to finally meet ya. And so I'm not trying to excuse your parents of whatever you understand the best consequences for the way in which you were brought up are. I would never judge you for choosing whatever it is that you choose that it's best for you. I think that ultimately we should all be seeking what's healthiest for us, even if it's not the most conventional form of community, right? Because at the end of the day, you will have to live with that. I'm not here to judge you for that. What I am here to do is to offer you some perspective, especially if you plan to have your own children or already have them. It is hard to raise a human, to have a healthy human experience when you didn't have that yourself or have no frame of reference for what that looks like. For a lot of parents from previous generations, what they see we experience is already an improvement, even if it's not what we understand from our perspective to be or have been the best childhood possible. So again, I'm not here to tell you to convince your parents. I'm not here to tell you to forgive your parents. I'm here to give you some perspective. That's it, and that's all. And so it is difficult to teach to have a depth of awareness that you don't have, is all I'm trying to say with this information. You could choose to do with this information as you so desire. It's your life, it's your business, and I'm not here to tell you what to do. But as a side effect of these challenging ways in which other generations were brought up, what did we do, right? As we evolved, we created entire fields of study for the human brain in hopes that we can, in one way or another, acquire healthier methods to raise children and to experience life ourselves. And so what does that look like, right? We create talk therapy to help people learn to look at themselves and their own behaviors and their actions and the way in which those actions impact the world around them, and the way in which other people's actions have impacted them over the years, and the patterns that they have learned over the years, how their pain creates more pain, right, for themselves and the people around them. We create ACT therapy for people to be able to accept their emotions and feel them without guilt. So we create somatic therapy for people to understand where their emotions live in the human body and learn to manage those bodily sensations better. Interesting. Whee! More stuff. I take that. Do I find any more around here? I'm gonna take this tree down. And so regardless of how you choose to view it, right? The human body has been screaming for generations to be allowed to have the human experience to its fullest potential. And our generations are now experiencing or chronically feeling the repercussions of previous generations ignoring that, especially considering with the studies that are coming out, right? And how science is exploring the concept that there might be a possibility that mental health challenges are hereditary, which means what you're experiencing could have been experienced by previous generations and they just normalized it or lived an entire experience ignoring that, which doesn't make it any less painful or any less difficult, right? And so now the world is changing so fast that it is natural to feel like everything is falling apart. In indigenous culture, in my country, as some of you know, I am Caribbean, we have a goddess called Guavansex. She is the Taino goddess of hurricanes. And even though she reigns over destruction, our indigenous people actually believe her to be a benevolent deity. And there is a reason why, which is, you might have heard me say before that destruction is the beginning of creation, and creation is the beginning of destruction. Plenty of the deities in our myths of creation are dual entities, like for example Ataveda, which is the dual mother of creation. She is both in herself a male and female entity, and to give birth to Yukahu, she actually didn't need male interference. She pretty much birthed a lot of these deities all on her own, right? But the reason why we see in our creation myths Guavansex as a I didn't even notice I was about to pass out. Jesus, it's also getting late. Maybe I should just go to bed. Anyways, the indigenous people of our land believe that Guavansex was a benevolent entity for one reason, which is she would bring hurricanes as a normal part of our life, and her role was to take away that which no longer served us. And the reason why people believe that is because they believe that the movement of energy was necessary for the creation of space for better, bigger, and more blessings. I keep finding cool stuff, but my backpack is full. Bruh, Pierre, give me space. I know, I figured. So parsnips, huh? I wonder if it's open. It's, let me go. I wonder if the mines are open. I'm gonna go check. I go, wow. Okay. It's still closed? Bruh. Let me go check how much money I need to... Let me check how much money I need to get for the thing. Oh, you sent me an ad today. You sent me an ad in a day you knew you were closed? It's so rude here. What can I even gift Louis? I don't know, man. Okay, so this is closed. It's annoying here. Beyond annoying. Not gonna lie. Oh, hi. Hello. Bruh. So most of y'all open at 9 a.m.? Interesting. Would you look at that? Shane is an early riser. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Come on, open the door, man. Chop. Come on. I don't have all day. I'm gonna chop some wood until she opens it. Open the door. It's 9 a.m. Come on. Oh, would you look at that? Does she come out now or later? Is she gonna come out? Doesn't that dog kind of look like Emily? No? Am I going crazy? I think it does. Dang, you're not gonna come out of there? Alert. God dang it. Leaving, I guess. Jesus. Anyway, so if I offer absolutely nothing else, and I'm saying, where are you going, old man? Where are you going, old man? Are you perhaps going to go leave your underwear in a very frisky place? Oh, she came out. Hi. Oh, dang. Not very happy to see me, I guess. Anyways, I'm gonna leave you guys to it. So if I offer absolutely nothing else, and I mean nothing at all, then I would like to offer the idea, the hope that maybe the crumbling of the systems you are witnessing, the crumbling of the systems you're familiar with. Why am I like this? It's also the birth of a new form of life. I forgot, my bad, Joe. And getting engaged in these systems or these communities can actually be the avenue that will make sure that the way that our fundamental systems are rebuilt as we progress considers the things that you and I consider to be important. Wouldn't that be fantastically fantastical? I think so. If we build the right communities, bro, why am I like this? Oh, that's right. It's because because I can. Who cares? Who cares? It's me. I care. If we build the right communities and support the correct people, we may very well have the opportunity to, instead of waiting for these organizations or institutions to do something about challenges that we deem important, like, for example, the wealth distribution, then how about we create the correct communities and avenues to become or embody the wealth redistribution systems or the ways in which we would like that to look like in the future? Then suddenly the power is back in your hands and you don't have to wait for anybody to do anything. And so this is very much attainable by us simply being mindful of where we put not just our money, but probably what is slowly becoming even more important these days, at least, our time, our energy, and our attention. Wait, let me get the rush. We get the rush. Whee! Can I be crazy and go to bed at 2 p.m.? I mean, there isn't really much to be done other than just get wood. I don't want to make you watch me just get wood for hours on end. It's boring. Okay, so I just spent all the energy that I had, so I'm now going to bed. Almost 300 wood. This is cute and spoopy. Hell yeah. We are upgrading and elevating. Okay, and so why is it not making a sound? There we go. And so if I may indulge in remaining optimistic, I think we're slowly transitioning into something that could potentially become, if we are smart, a passion, connection, and authenticity economy. And while I understand that there are a lot of moving parts, I am hopeful about what the future can potentially look like if we stop fighting each other and cooperate. Even if what we think is best for the world doesn't look the exact same, I feel like as long as what you're going for or aiming for is unity, meaning no hatred, no segregation, because ultimately, even if you are somebody who has religious motivations, God is love, and love is a universal symbol of unity. And then if you don't, but you're more of somebody with a inclination or orientation of unity anyway, even if you're not religious, you can still benefit from what the world can become if we just strive to unite as the people. Personally, I can't wait, but more importantly, I am excited, and I hope we can start having these conversations. In one of my previous videos, I do mention that I think it's particularly hypocritical to flat out hate on technology, even though the conversation was about AI, because technology does play such an active part of our lives. Some of us wouldn't be healthy without it, and I set the example of my own case as a person with a variety of health-related challenges. We're almost there, dude. It's almost his birthday. I want to see how much this costs. Dang, that's crazy. Is she here now? Are they friends? Why is she in there? Wait, never mind. Wrong house. I was gonna say hi to her. It's so rude here. Anyway, so as somebody who has my own set of health-related challenges, not only would I not be alive if it weren't for technology, but there's a very high possibility that even if I was alive, I probably wouldn't have my left eye, right? And so this conversation is very much applicable for this discussion, as I think if we go as far as to exercise discernment, technology can very much be a part of the development of the kind of world it is that we're trying to achieve. So it might seem like I'm working against myself here because I am somebody who makes their own art and these technologies are particularly targeting people like me. I still think there is value in, hey, I haven't spoken to you, have I? Or whatever. Okay, cool. Interesting. Thanks. That was very kind of you, actually. Doesn't this open at like 12? I think it's worth waiting for. I think there's value in exploring this idea further, in my humblest of opinions. Hey, dude. And so I'm not telling you to ignore what is happening in the world. Instead, what I am inviting you to do is to make it a habit to engage in activities. I didn't mean to get in your way, dude. My bad. I apologize. Engage in activities that make sure difficulty doesn't consume you. And I'm trying to help you make this decision for your own mental health. And of course, try to do this in the way that you can, which with whatever resources you have available to you. I know that economy is difficult for pretty much a lot of people everywhere in the world. Are these people even here? Hi. Hello. Hello. Does he come out anytime soon? You know what? I'm starting to not think so. Hey. Come on now. Did I speak to Emily already? Is she even here? Oh, hi, Emily. I'm going to love it here in Pelican Town. I sure hope so. Stop by the saloon. That's where I work. Oh, I will. Absolutely will. Control what you consume. Become first an observer. Create distance between your identity and what it is that is being said and done around around the world. This isn't me telling you to become unempathetic. The reason why you want to create that distance is because if you do any research on marketing and like a lot of these mental strategies that a lot of these company systems corporations execute, you will realize that most of the things that you see out there are strategically designed to make you feel something, relate to something, make you buy something, make you consume more of something. The world is not ending, it's just changing, because that's all it ever does. And so hope is not lost. All energy can do is transform, and energy is all that is. Don't fight nature, just strategize around it. Or do. I mean, I'm not here to tell you what to do with your life. Ultimately, you're the one who knows when things are or aren't convenient for you. I guess my goal with this video is to offer the idea that there might be a possibility for better to be able to happen in the world if we strive to focus towards solutions rather than problems or arguments, or even the idea of just being right. Because a lot of these conversations are conversations of I'm right, you're wrong, not so much conversations about how to drive results in the world. Oh, hi. I don't remember. You're the new girl. Yeah, I figured. I didn't think I had seen him before. And so allow yourself the opportunity to live despite the terrible things that are happening in the world. You are here to experience, explore, and experiment. And then as a result, you could potentially even be inspired by those experiences. Create in whichever way that looks like for you. Because that capacity to create can very well also inspire others to maybe look away from the horrible things that are happening in the world, not as a way to ignore them, but as a way to remember that life is worth living. Now, if what you're doing now works for you and it makes your life better, again, I'm not here to tell you what to do with your life. That's your business and your business alone. I'm just hoping I can offer a little hope. Yes, let's do this. No more? Oh, there it is. Yeah, we take these glass shards. Ahoy there. Right. Since you work when you want. Oh, I probably shouldn't have waited until these late to get to my house. Oh, you appear to be fine for now, I guess. Huh, interesting. I thought things were gonna be a little rockier by now, but I guess not. Let's go! Okay, our team members have removed the landslide caused by our drilling operations near the mountain lake. Okay, so this means the mines are open. I don't remember if I need those, so I'm just not gonna sell all of them. No, I'm gonna sell the slime too. There you have it. I think I should probably buy more seeds. Honestly, spring takes 3 days to grow. Thank you very mucho. Build a coop. Reach farming level 1 and craft a scarecrow. Okay, we're gonna start experiencing those problems now, huh? Let's go real quick and like, girl, can we not do that right now? Okay, because why is everybody in my way now? Why is everybody on my way? Do I even speak English these days? There you go. There you go. That was the right tool. Okay. Can I give him this? Do I even have one of these? No, I'm not gonna do that yet. You know what? I should have emptied my pocket. Because is he gonna give me a sword? Yeah, I should empty my pockets first. I also don't remember if I have one of these already, which I'm going to need. Does he like dandelions? Maybe ignoring him. I just want to go get my sword. And then I have to go buy more seeds. Gotta go do that. Let's do this. Hey, how's it going? Hello. Yes, let's go. You know what? Now we can figure out if he likes these or not. You're very welcome. Gotta take these. 10 days to grow. We're on day 5. I'll take one. I'll take... I'm about to go broke. Yeah, we went broke. Thanks. Let's get out of here. By that, I was reading a text from my family. This month is a very special month because this month is both my birthday and my little brother's birthday. But his birthday is today and mine is later on in this month. And now we do ourselves some of these. We do some of these. Oh, I almost did a boo-boo. Anyway, put this over here. Huh, interesting. Anyway, we'll do this. I have to be strategic about this. I have to think about the community center, even though I don't remember what the community center requires. But we're gonna do this. I think this is good for now. We're gonna put these. You know what? I should probably get enough to get like make another chest and then take it to the mines. So we're gonna go do that. Okay. So we do ourselves one of these and some of these. And you know what? Maybe even take these and leave them over there so that when I'm ready and it's a lucky day, which I probably should have checked before leaving. But you leave and you learn. on. So when we have a lucky day, I could just go back in there. There you go. So, oh no, I just remembered that I'm not playing with anybody else, and now I'm gonna have to work on the fishing myself. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Oh. Did I meet you already? I don't remember. Well, I hadn't seen you. That's for sure. Is anybody over here? I don't think I had spoken to you or you. I don't remember that if I did. Just move in, right? Cool. Okay. You don't have to look at me like that. Jesus. Are y'all gonna let me leave? It's Shivas. Do I know everybody already? No? Who do I not know? Is it the Joja dude? Is he even there? Dang. Okay. Is that Penny? Jeebus. He looks miserable in there. I don't remember. Should probably start heading home. Is there anybody in here I haven't spoken to? Okay. So I think it's the tower dude that I'm missing. Well, the tower dude and who else? I think I spoke to her, no? Wait, was it him? Yes. Oh my gosh. I thought I went there. You know what? Maybe I forgot. Anyway, let's go back home. Go take a nappy nap. And then we should go to the tower dude in the tomorrows. But I think I'm going to leave it here for now. Thank you very much for stopping by. And thank you for spending... Oh, let's go. Thank you for spending time with me. I appreciate it. Let's see how much money we made. Oh, that's a bit of a specific amount. Okay, thanks. Jesus. In any case, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for spending time with me. I appreciate it. Don't do anything that I wouldn't. Friendly reminder that does include no arson, no ending up in jail, no ending up in the hospital, adding to the population and no subtracting from the population. I love you very much. I am grateful for you every single day. And I see you when I see you. Bye-bye.